First opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from Atlanta. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. At their own 28-yard line. Go! A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And this will be a Falcons first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
A play fake. Now Penix. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now Penix. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
He's got the first down and more than that. Touchdown, Falcons. David Stills, 56 yards. And the Falcons take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now. 50, green.
Now Young. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Yes, ready.
To throw, Young. That's taken in. It's Xavier again. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Ready. Set. Ready.
Young will set to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Three. Set. Hut.
Now here's Young. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
It's third down. Third and long.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Here we go. Set.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal, Carolina.
Come on. Set. Ready.
Here is Young. Now he's going to step up, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Bryce Young, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
Ready. Break.
Second and 10.
Here we go. Set.
To the air, Penix. To the right side and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Following the interception, Young. Now he'll tuck this and run. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards to pick up there.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up for the 1st and 10.
Young now. Blitz coming, and down he goes. David Onyemata able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Let's go. Ready.
Now Young. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Steal. Check. Blue. 32. Check. Huh?
Young to throw it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And looking to throw, Penix. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
The Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Robinson up the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 13-yard line.
Here's Penix. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
By
Nick Scorton
A loss of 5.
in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Here's 3rd and 9. They'll throw now on the final play. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Young to throw it. That is caught. McMillan with it. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 37 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Rico Dowdle, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
And that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Panthers 60, Panthers 60. Go.
Robinson gets the toss on the right side. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Shaw Smith-Wade.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll throw with Penix. And complete to Drake London. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Looking to throw Penix. Now he's going to step up and run. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Back to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And 9 yards.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go, Shaq. Cougar 19.
On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Darnell Mooney, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
The Falcons will line up for the 2.
They'll let Robinson try and run. And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead.
22. Panthers 14. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Ready?
Young. Got a man. That's Liggett. Touchdown, Carolina. Xavier Liggett, 51 yards. And the Panthers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2.
The Panthers will line up for the
Yellow,
two-point
red.
conversion.
The Young's going to throw for this. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson, 74 yards. And the Falcons use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up
It's
significantly,
skyrocketed.
right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Falcons will line up for
They'll let Robinson try and run. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails.
Bradley Pinion set to
Now
kick
Pinion
off.
with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Now Young. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Young scrambling and able to pick up the first with his legs.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
That is caught. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line.
21 yards. And the Panthers first down.
Throwing, Young. Open man left side, it's the tight end Trimble. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Young will set to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Here now, second and goal. Young to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Tommy Trimble, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are back within a couple of the lead.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the two-point conversion.
The Panthers will line up.
Now Young. Now a run here off the... And he's going to get into the end zone. The two-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
This is first and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
A big play needed, no doubt. Third and long. Now Penix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
To the air, Penix. Wide open receiver complete. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Throwing again, Penix. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Penix. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown. Forget overtime. They're going to win the football game right now. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
The Falcons will line up.
They'll let Robinson try and run. And he is into the end zone. The conversion attempt is good. And that'll give them an 8-point lead here in the fourth. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. One last shot for Young. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.